Good morning, Manchester United fans all around the world. Of course, it's Wednesday. It is the Transfer Corner with Mick Ruby. And boy, do we have some updates, paper talk, rumors, and gossip to talk about as per usual on this channel. Cool and composed. I hope you're doing fine. And because Mason Greenwood, that is kind of heating up. Is it a sort of a hot bid for Mason Greenwood? Napoli is entering the ring saying they have done a sensational offer, Osimhen versus Greenwood swap deal. They have reported an interest in Mason Greenwood for his signing. Serie A clubs are circulating: Juventus, Napoli, Lazio. You have Spanish club. Will Greenwood be a Serie A player or La Liga player? Manchester United demands 40 million cash, and this might be something. And Osimhen, and why do they want to sell Osimhen? We're going to dive into that story as well. Does this have any legs whatsoever? Let's find out as well. But also we're going to talk about Braintwait. Will this deal be completed by Sunday? Clock is ticking, tick-tock for Everton. And of course, we're going to potentially speak about some swap deals, including in that deal. You guys, you know what to do. This is Mick Ruby. This is the Transfer Corner. This is MUFC Realist TV. Please like and subscribe if you're new. Finger that little like button. Let us get up to 100 likes in retrospective. If you're watching right now, smash it. And here we go. Let's bid, all right? Hi, how you doing? Welcome community, welcome. And I hope you're all doing fine, recovering after yesterday's debacle. What a schnorfest it was to watch Southgate football. I was reading a tweet from no other than Piers Morgan's. Like he said, I can't understand. We have the best team, but why are we playing so boring? Newsflash, Piers, ... Southgate. I mean, come on. You're watching that 94 minutes of Snorefest and nothing really happened. It was like two boxes getting into the ring and not even poking each other, right? 2 shots on target. But things started to move 100% when, our starlet, Mason, not Mason, but I'm sorry, Kobe Mainoo came in and actually saw a little bit of an energy with, Cole Palmer and Anthony Gordon. But apparently England is meeting Netherlands in the knockout stages as well, in the round of 16s, and Netherlands was also in a pumping, by the way. So anyway, we're not going to talk about that, but just going to sort of see if you were feeling the same as me about the Euros yesterday and about 3 lines. It was like 3 sleepy lines, according to my opinion. We're going to talk about the Manchester United could complete a £70 million signing on Sunday, according to some reports, but I don't believe it's going to be a 70 million. There might be some bargaining here for winner chicken dinner for Everton. But before we continue that, also the main stories are regarding Mason Greenwood, Napoli interest, and potentially also Barcelona coming in offering Frenkie Dejong for Greenwood. This is of course paper talk, right? We're going to take things with a pinch of salt, but it's our duty to serve your booty, if you know what I mean. So we're going to talk about everything as a community. We're going to have a proper conversation. Before we continue, guys, like and subscribe. Kennyfan TV. Are you kidding me? Osimhen. I'm confused. Me too. And personally, what you're saying, you don't want Braintwait either. Big up to this channel as well. Big up to you, Abdullah. Smash the like button. Todibo will come in very, very soon. Trust the force. Big up, Mark. Big up to you as well. And let's just dive into the story. I'm trying to do this, wrap it up in 30 minutes. Very busy today. I have a visitor, my brother from another mother. He's an Arsenal fan. We will do some podcast. You've seen him on this channel before. It's Alex. He's here visiting me in Thailand. So let's get it right into the stories, shall we? Let's add this to the stage. Let's start with the Braintwait, because this is a saga that won't go away. We know that the Everton is strapped for cash. They need to sort of cash in before the end of this month, before the 1st of July, due to the PSR rules. Otherwise, they will get, point deduction. So this is coming from transfernews.com, which is a quite good, outlet when it comes to transfers, right? Carlo Gagnese is reporting this, and he says Manchester United can complete the signing of Braintwait by Sunday. Lo and behold, what are we today? 26. Well, Sunday is kind of the end of this month, isn't it? And this is also reporting by The Athletic that Everton need to meet the PSR profit and sustainability rules requirement by the end of June in order not to be penalized by Premier League. So they need to raise 50 million. They need to raise 50 million. And arguably to say that United have been tabled a proposal for them, right? Everton has been asking around 70 million. We know that United's been saying, nah, we don't really want to do that. Believe that United have put in a bid of 45 million plus add-ons to meet that requirements. Everton are struggling to raise enough capital. I don't see them selling anyone. There'll be some rumors that Everton might sell Onana, they might sell, Calvert-Lewin, but that ain't going to happen before Sunday, peeps. So is it advantage Manchester United at the moment? I certainly believe so. Or is it that we have cooled off our interest? We put a bid in there, we're not going to make an improved bid, and they have to come back to us. They have to crawl to the cross. United have already had a first bid in around 43 million rejected by Everton, 43 million pounds. So will they put in another bid to sweeten the deal? But it's also been reports that, Everton are interested in Aaron Wan-Bissaka and also Victor Lindelof. That could be part of the deal, couldn't it? Right? If they are happy to accept 43 million plus players, they are the winners. They'd be stupid not to, because at the end of the day, we've seen like the Turkish Galatasaray and Fenerbahce has come in and shown interest in Lindelof and both Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Now, of course, they've been coming in with low-hanging fruit bids like 5, 6, 7 million plus Victor Lindelof 10 million euros. That is not good enough, right? So if you can get like 20 million pounds for each, for all of them too, and then you can actually go in to say 43 million, take it or leave it. I don't really know how it works with PSR, but it means that they bought and they sell. So that will kind of balance out the books, I would think so. But guys, I want to hear from you. Let's have a proper conversation, right? This needs to be solved, right? I mean, I don't see any other way Everton can get out of this, right? They need to raise 50 million by the end of this month, by Sunday. So how are they going to do this? Are they going to be that stupid? They're just going to take the points deduction or the penalty, that whatever they might mean. I don't think so. If they do, they're proper stupid. Really, I'm sorry if you're Evertonian and watching this. We have definitely put in a good bid. Fair enough, 43 million pounds for a kid that had one good season at Everton and one loan spell in, under Ruud van Nistelrooy as well in Eredivisie. So I think it's overpriced. 43 million. It should be 35 million, according to my opinion. But if we can offer them two of our players, they will definitely need a centre-back if Braintwait goes to United. Victor Lindelof is experienced. He can offer that, right? And plus they get Aaron Wan-Bissaka. But I think that Aaron Wan-Bissaka has a higher value deal. Like, he's worth more. But I want to hear from your opinion as well. Big up to you. Stephanie Griffiths is, as per usual, in the house saying 12 likes. Big ups. Thank you, Stephanie. How are you doing? Morning to you, C3PO, as well. Morning to you. Good morning, community. Who else do we have here by the members gang? Do Everton have to have replacement for Braintwait? Well, this is what I talked about, Stephanie. They have expressed interest in Victor Lindelof. So this could be a deal, this could be a makeshift deal, right? It might be that our first bid stands, like I think it was 35 plus add-on, plus they probably get the players. We will see. This is the one to watch because time is ticking. It's the 26th today. It's Wednesday. And if they want to make the deal, they have to make it by Sunday. That means they need to register in the ledger as well, not to be punished. So, God damn it. Let me know what you think. I mean, is Braintwait the one that we want? I'm not the scouting department. I'm not the, head of sports, and I'm just a consumer of the game like you, just reporting on the news. I certainly believe that, yeah, Braintwait is the one for the future. He's raw. He's got a lot of things to learn, and potentially has a trajectory to become something good. But to be dicked around like this, I would say, come on, just make the deal, Everton, or we just walk away. We need to sort our ducks in a row. We need to sort out our centre-back partners. And there's plenty of fish in the water that we are linked to. So Will this be one of our first signings? If this happens on Sunday, it has to happen by Sunday. Let me know in the comment section what you think as well. If you're watching this in retrospective, smash a like and leave your comments, because I'm always interested to read what you think as a Manchester United fan. What you're saying here, Mark is coming in. Calafori is better and cheaper, Mick. We cannot just forget Braintwait and go and get him. I heard he was a 34 million release clause as well. Yeah. And there's another thing as well, like, you know, the ridiculous wage demand, which doesn't really add sense to me, guys. Braintwait is reported to have a personal terms agreed. He wants 140k a week for a 21-year-old. 140k a week. Are we going to make this mistake? That means that Licha, that is paid 120 a week, the Braintwait is going to get paid more. Nah, I think we need to balance this out, peeps. I need to balance this out. But at the end of the day, that's what we have, is this proper conversation this morning. So let me know how you're feeling regarding yesterday's game. I was falling asleep. That was boring. Let me have a sip of my coffee because I really need it. Okay, 21 likes. What you saying here? Aaron Van. Yeah, I hear you, Stephanie Griffith. Anselmino and Todebo. Screw. Yeah, that's a shrewd centre-back options. Here's regarding Anselmino. This is one of our targets that we've been speaking about and been linked to for ages. Now, Chelsea's up there sniffing around, offering 14 million. 14 million for Anselmino. At the end of the day, yes, we cannot just be like a Chelsea. They just keep buying kids. Whatever Manchester United, Arsenal are looking to buy, Chelsea's there. Right, to go in there, offer silly 8 years contract, buying kids. But if that fails, Chelsea will be screwed. That is the wrong tactics, according to my opinion. What you're saying here, Braintwait is 22. Is he? Maybe he turned 22. Kenny, you fell asleep as well. God, that was so boring. And Denmark, by the way, and Serbia 0-0 as well. So it's going to be interesting. England's going to meet Portugal. Oh, no, hang on. It will be Holland. Another one. Holland hasn't been good either. Like, you know, they bottled it against Austria. And big up Ralf Rangnick in Austria. What a game of football that was. You know, who's to say, like, that it was the coach's fault? Like, you know, he was set up to fail. Like, you know, Ralf Rangnick, he was an interim coach at Manchester United. And see what he's doing now. He's cooking. 100% got them cooking. 100%. Mr. Labman is saying 22. Is that 22 for Braintwait? Well, I don't really know. Is it? Regarding Dark Rose, Sanjeev, stop lying. You're enjoying the detox ball more than the match. Like, listen, it was shambolic. Is it coming home to England? I don't think so. I think England's gonna be knocked out against. Unfortunately, I think that the Dutch clogs will wake up and they will knock out England in this round 16. I think it will be, right? I have not seen any particular style of play or what is the identity that Gareth Southgate's trying to do. Only thing that was positive, that he made some substitutions, to bring in Kobe Mainoo, Cole Palmer and Anthony Gordon, and instantly you saw some energy. Other than that, it was just side-to-side football. It was like you had 11 Scott McTominays on the pitch, side to side, side to side. And I was thinking, like, is this Premier League players? There's no tempo. It was like watching a Serie A game or even La Liga game. It was just like pass it around, or it was just too passive. Because a 0-0 means that, you know, Slovenia, big up for them for qualifying. A 0-0 means also that, you know, Southgate and the team will qualify as well. But what if Denmark won? That means that we will certainly have a difficult opposition as well. 20 likes. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Let's move on to the next story regarding Mason Greenwood, right? Now, this is paper talks, right? This comes out from Italia, Sky Sports Italia. And, you know, got me really bit thinking, right? Because it's basically headlines. It's come out today that Napoli offer Manchester United sensational Osimhen swap deal. The Phantom of the Opera is back. Now, of course, Mbappe has kind of inherited the Phantom of the Opera now with his broken nose. But let's go over the story. Napoli will offer Manchester United a chance for a sensational swap deal to see Voctor Osimhen and Mason Greenwood swap clubs. Okay, right. This is according to Sky Sport Italia. The reports that Napoli have made inquiries to United about the possibility of signing Greenwood. So now interest FC is there. We know that Manchester United has set a price. We want £40 million. That's it. If we don't get him, he will be coming home to Manchester United to be part of the pre-season tour. Now there's some scandalous bids going in. I think it was Lazio. They got the bid rejected. I think they offered £20 million there. Like, you know, it's like ridiculous. Now Napoli seems to enter the race. And my instant question is, why is nobody in for Osimhen? He was such a hot prospect. What is going on with Voctor Osimhen and in Napoli? Is it overhyped? We're going to talk about that as well. Now let's going to continue on this story as well. The report states that Napoli are open and selling Osimhen, right? They've been desperate to sell Osimhen. Probably gone down from the price for 150 to 100 million euros at the moment. A large transfer fee. That is a large transfer fee, with Greenwood moving to Napoli as part of the deal. So could we see, I mean, I know we're in for Zirkzee. That's the thing. 34 million, not a problem. Osimhen, 100 million plus you take 40 million off, you shave that, that's 60 million for Osimhen. That's not a bad shout, if that works. 60 million for Osimhen. But it's been injury prone, according to my opinion as well. Napoli are desperate, according to this report, to sell Osimhen this summer. Why? Why are they desperate? It's a money situation. You know, with most of the transfer market held up until they can move him on. So it's pretty much a financial situation. Everything is depending on Osimhen. What will happen to Osimhen? Because they need to move on Osimhen to get some money, because they need to sell to buy. So the whole transfer market with Napoli is held up because of Osimhen. He was one of the most wanted players in Europe last year. But with a difficult 2023-24 season, an astronomical 120 million asking price, which his release clause has scared off a lot of clubs like Arsenal, Chelsea, perhaps even PSG were looking, right? That is 120 million release clause asking fee. And then at the same time, they need to get rid of him. Why? Big question, why? I personally moved away from Osimhen, but United are in the market for another striker, which is Zirkzee. That is much cheaper option. And that is kind of a different type of striker. If you get an Osimhen in, I wouldn't mind. But that means that he will start over Rasmus Højlund all the time. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? If I look at his reports, let me see. He had 25 appearances last season. Difficult 23-24 season. 15 goals and 3 assists. In the starting 11, 58%. He played 58% of the minutes and 33% in the goal participation. In Serie A, though, I'm just going on the report here. Just looking at transfer market. In Serie A, 25 appearances, 15 goals in Serie A. Champions League, 2 goals. In total, 17 goals last season. 3 in total, 4 assists. So was that due to injuries? Mark is saying the Nigerian Wood Weghorst. Well, you know, one season doesn't make a whole summer. You know what? One swallow doesn't make a summer. But I want to hear from your community what you think. Like, you know, Darkrow, what are you saying here? You're talking about England here. Mick believes you will see a different England in the knockout stages. They will surprise their own fans and the opponent teams. I don't know. I haven't seen any evidence to see that they are clicking and gelling it, apart from that. What do you have to say about that goal? Yep. Let me see what Mark is saying. That's not a good deal. Osimhen, half the player Greenwood is going to be better in the next 18 months than Osimhen is a flop. Would you say that Osimhen is a flop? Right? He had one good season. that instantly gave them like a boost, 120 million, 150 million, what they were asking for, and now nobody really wants to go in for him. And that's the question that I'm asking. Why is nobody going in for Osimhen? Yeah, last year he was a hot prospect. This year, Napoli's desperate to sell him. Is it injury prone? Let me know in the comments below, because I don't watch much about Napoli whatsoever. Let me see what Michael Hill is saying. I hope there isn't a 2014 Conor Gallagher top knot going there, Mick. No, Conor Gallagher was absolutely shocking, mate. Seriously. But you're saying, Mark, Mick, why does Juventus and Napoli want to trade their best players respectively for Mason Greenwood? Juve, Chiesa, Napoli, Osimhen. Because they're dead wood. That's a good question. You know what you're going to get with Mason Greenwood. Okay, I understand you cannot unseen what you've seen. You cannot unhear what you have heard. 11 snippets, 11-second snippets. But from a footballing perspective, Greenwood is much, much better two-footed option, right? But I can understand that bring back Mason Greenwood will be a PR nightmare for the new establishment. But that is not our fans' worry. We just want to see good football. We want to see, our team scoring shitloads of goals. And I believe if you bring back Greenwood, if you don't get that money, Mark, of course he's coming home. That's been widely reported. Like, they want 40 millions, and there's been some rumors to say that if they're not going to get 40 million, Mason will come home. And of course, there's going to be a segment within the fan base to say, no, I don't want to see it. And there's going to be some other majority, a split division, to say, yeah, I wouldn't mind. But if Serie A clubs and Spanish club don't mind, that means that, hey, are we doing a mistake here? 40 million for arguably to say one of the best starlets has come out the academy. Generational talent. I love to see what's best for Greenwood. He's got a family, he's got a child. If they want to stay in Italy or Spain, good on them. But from a footballing perspective, I want to see as better deal as possible for him. I did some digging and research, and apparently they fucked up. Like, the way they handled this deal was horrendous, right? It was promised to Ten Hag, this, investigation is over. There's nothing there. You're going to have him back, and somebody just leaked it out to Athletic, and the whole shit show started. So who did we have there as a sporting director? We had no other than John Murtaugh. What did they do in the sheer desperation with Gaddafi? What did they do? Well, excuse me, but I did research, and I was wrong in the community, in the Telegram community, because I've never heard of this before. They offer Gaddafi a 20% sell-on fee. Have you ever heard about something like that? You're not even owner of this player, but in order for Gaddafi to take him, we offered to, pay half of his salaries, and plus they get a 20% sell-on fee. Oh my God, that is a massive mistake. But anyway, if you do sell him, that is a pure profit into the FFP and PSR. But anyway, more clubs are also coming in, according to some reports. Coming up from Barcelona has also expressed their interest. Now, we know that Barcelona is in financial shit as well. They want to get rid of certain players that are on high wages, high contract. And there is the never-ending Frenkie Dejong saga. And the latest that I heard as well, and I saw the Daily Red Devils also doing that report, that Barcelona is coming in to say, hey, we are interested in Mason Greenwood. We know that you are interested in Frenkie Dejong. Would you do a swap deal? Would you? For me, that Frenkie Dejong, that boat have sailed. Out of that academy, the crop that came out from Ten Hag, Frenkie Dejong was arguably the one that's done best out of, Frenkie Dejong, Donny van de Beek, Van de Ligt and stuff like that. Dejong has done good, right? But now they want to force him out again, right? They want to force out a lot of players because they want to sort of reduce the wage bills. Would you take a Frenkie Dejong cut price deal, £65 million potentially, and offer Greenwood? I don't know, but he suffered a really bad injury as well. So once you had that bad injury, would it be the same player? I'd say personally, if this happens, I will support it, because I'm not part of the scouting team, or I'm not the P&L holder or accountants, whatever. But certainly I would go for a more up-and-coming Frenkie Dejong, and that is João Neves. We are heavily linked to João Neves, and it's set to believe that he is our #1 priority target, and we will probably get this done over the line, 75 million. But anyway, for me, it reeks. I want to go to the comment section, what you guys are saying. Osimhen is basically Nigerian Lukaku. Just joking. I get your joke, my friend. I do get your joke. Get your comments in, and you are saying, David Saw, what you're saying here. David Saw is saying, where is the transfer appointments? Ineos, too many excuses now. The clock is ticking. As United fan, we got to be patient. The window has been open for 11 days. Still a lot of time. And the implications of being Euro, Copa America, you would not see any transfers being done by now. But the one that I think will be happening, the two deals that I think that will be happening very quick, is Joshua Zirkzee. That is an advanced stage. Milan is buffing around. They don't want to pay the agent the commission fee. Zirkzee had everything aligned with Milan. And then United came knocking on the door, right? United have everything sorted. They are willing to meet the commission fee of the agent, which I believe was £8 million, and plus 35 million release clause. And so there's no panic there, because that release clause is open as of 1st of July, on Monday, to be honest, right? So that is a deal that could be done quickly. And Braintwait will probably also, will Everton crawl back to the cross to say, please, we accept your deal? And I think that is poker game the United is waiting for. Yeah. Will we see like a swap deal there as well? We get you Braintwait, we take him on, and we give you Linderlof and bissaka. That is a smart box, clever move. You get rid of 2 players, you got 1 player in, and off we go. Mr. Labman is what you're saying here is, I don't really know. Cheshire defeats Turkey, Georgia wins Portugal on the Netherlands against England. Yeah, we will see. Yeah, Turkey is good, man. They are really good. Georgia is also good, man. We will see. Stu Wolps, big up, Stu. Good morning to you, Stu. How you doing? Everyone's been poor in the Euros, 100%. But speaking about Euros, I want Lenny Euro. Stand is terrible always while you are players playing in the league like Serie B and lesser leagues similar. Get knockouts and we see it lighted up. What the hell is going with the Cologne pitch? My God, it's disgraceful. That pitch needs to be seriously inspected. People were slipping around. There was turf flying left, right, and center. Cologne pitch. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, Stephanie Griffith is saying avoid buying these one-season wonders. Yeah, we got to do proper scouting. I believe that Joshua Zirkzee is the right profile. If you follow me on this channel, you've seen the video that I did. It's about 9 minutes long. Why I believe that Joshua Zirkzee fit Manchester United like a glove. Go see that video and you will understand why. It is why Ten Hag wants Joshua Zirkzee is because he wants a similar type to Anthony Martial that's left the club. You see, Ten Hag really admired Martial for his skills. Martial was not a prolific goal scorer, but what he was so good at was to play with his back against the goal and link up the play, right? He will be the final, piece of the cog in the final third. You could link up with Rashford, play 1-2 with Rashford, goals. Play 1-2 with Garnacho, goals. And this is what Zirkzee is about, right? He's amazing. He's fast. He's tall. He's 193 tall. And if he becomes a Manchester United player, we could see, how we can rotate, right? There'll be moments where you play with the false number 9. There'll be moments when you play with the proper fox in the box like Rasmus Højlund. And off we go. In a way, this has been the transfer talks today. I'm going to wrap up this stream. 28 likes. If you're watching in retrospective, give us a thumbs up. Stu Wolps, morning, Steph, and in and out chat. Just long chat clear to me. Hit yes, 100%. Roberto is here. Roberto Antonio, big up. Great swap build. Swap, to be fair. Depends on. Yeah, I mean, a great swap. Yeah, I hear what you're saying there. I think Everton is the winner there, but at the same time, we also win because we get, we get rid of 2 deadwood players. I wouldn't say that Aaron Van Bissaka is deadwood. I wouldn't say he's a bloody good defender, right? But going forward, nah, If we do get rid of Bissaka, we will definitely move in for Frimpong, which is a 35 million release clause, right? So that's box clever moves. We get rid of him, we move for replacement. Anyway, it's going to be a very interesting transfer window. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. Stu Wolves, what you're saying here, sell Aaron Wan-Bissaka, 20 million, Mason, 35 million, Sancho, 35 million, and go buy Osimhen with that money. Yeah, but again, can you guys answer me the question? Why is nobody in for it? Question mark. Last season, everyone wanted him. Why is nobody in for him this summer? There is something buried under that. You know, there's some skeletons buried that reeks. I mean, nobody's coming in for him, and they are desperate to sell him. And of course, they want our, academy player Greenwood. He's far much better. That's just my opinion. And Mark is saying Osimhen is simply not worth it. He's not worth 100 million, 100%. No. Let me see what you guys are saying here before I close the shop. Morning Madhouse as well. Big up. Morning Compost Smurf. You guys are dwelling in right now. Roberto Antonio, what is happening with Rude? Any news? Rude, don't be rude. We need a Rude to come in and be rude, to abolish the player power and the laziness. Latest, what I heard is that it is an advanced talk. He's rejected to go to Burnley. He wants to be part of that staffing. Manchester United pulling power. It is all down to Erik ten Hag, which is in the final stages. They are apparently going to meet up today to iron out, and Ten Hag will be signing a 2-year contract deal or 3-year contract deal. Fabrizio Romano reporting that, and part of that deal was a new coaching staff assistant coach, which is a Ruud van Nistelrooy. So I think that this is going to be hot. I think this is if this happens, it's going to be fantastic for United. 100%, and especially for all the strikers. He's not going to be your typical striker coach, but he's going to be the assistant manager and potentially the succession plan to take over from Ten Hag after his contract finish. So that might be the pulling power for Ruud, to be honest, to say, look, I will come back to Manchester United, a club that I know, a club that people adores me, and a club where I have respect. And I will learn from the best, because he's been saying that, like, he rates Erik ten Hag very highly. He rates also, what's his name? God. The other guy. Jesus, it's need more coffee. I totally have a brain fart here. What's his name? Van Gaal. Yes, Van Gaal, not Van Damme. That's it. Good morning to you, Aish. Yes, definitely need more coffee. Rude. Imagine, we have Old Trafford. Rude comes in, and you have the United faithful singing Rude. And if we get the Zirkzee, and if he scores, it will be Rude. 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 Don't be rude. Yes, 46 likes, guys. This is getting hot in here. Big up Madhouse. Big up Compost Smurf. Van de Graag is going. KD is in here. Big up for you, my friend. Yowl. How you doing? Yowl. I have a guest here, basically, so I need to wrap this up. He arrived all the way from Dubai. He's my brother from another mother. He's Alex. You've seen him on the stream. He's the Gooner supporter. Alex, the Red Lobster. We're going to do some content together, but I'm going to take him around, so therefore I can only do 30 minutes today. Madhouse, you crack me up. Van Gogh. Van Gogh. Oh my God. Other than that, there's nothing more to report. It's very dry out there. It is dry like a Sahara, and we cannot produce news. We can just report on the news. So guys, we're going to do the transfer rating show later on Friday for fun, because we're going to sort of have to wrap up more some information what's going on there. The news that came out yesterday regarding the PSG midfielder, apparently that was not so hot. United has sort of acquired him. We're currently looking at midfield targets. I think Casemiro would leave. I think Eriksen will leave, and we need to buy 2 midfielders. And also what's going on with Amrabat. I think we're going to somebody retweeted that we are talking to give him a 4-year contract. So I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up this stream. I'm going to go away, and thank you all for tuning in on this morning. I hope you stretch your arms, legs, and whatever you're doing. And thank you for having a conversation with me and a coffee. Guys, 82 of you watching. In retrospect, you know what to do. Finger that like button. It's free. Subscribe. It's free. And to join the members group, it will cost you €1. So I know it's not that much money, but if you do, support this channel, guys. Big up for all of you, and we shall see you to the next video. Don't forget, glory, glory, Manchester United. Glazes out, and peace, love, and go banana. Bye for now, people. To the next one. Ciao. Peace. Let's go.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.